This is part 4 of us spraying our rusty Sprinter van with Raptor liner. Honestly, we thought this would be the last part in this video series, but after going through the footage, we've remembered how many steps there actually were to this process and why it took so long, so there will be one final video in this series coming out soon, hopefully. But in this episode, we lay down primer and also spray some Raptor liner in areas that will be covered with trim pieces or just aren't really visible. We wanted to make sure we knew what we were doing before we started spraying the entire van. The filming quality while we were painting was not great, but hopefully it gets the idea across. There was a lot going on with holding the flashlight, wrapping the GoPro in plastic wrap, and also spraying the primer and Raptor for the first time. Also, apologies in advance for the flickering light in some of the clips. We didn't realize this was happening at the beginning, and I'm not even sure if we ever got it fixed, but hopefully it isn't too bad. Anyway, we hope you enjoy.
It looks so good.
It looks great.
Whoa.
Money.
Look at this thing. 2, 1, light. There she is, Queen Bee. Queen Bee working on Queen Val. Hot? It's pretty warm. As far as we know, today is actually going to be paint day. So right now we're just working on wiping the van down for the very final time. We've got all the windows masked off all the way around. And the plan for today is simply going to be cover up all of the bare metal. So as you can see, all of these spots, those are bare metal spots because we had to sand out the rust. We've got more inside the wheel wells, so we've got the rear wheels off the van. We've got more right there because we've got the passenger sliding door off the van. Some rust spots in here. Anyway, Val has come a long way. We even removed the upper sliding door track right there in an attempt to get all of the rust from behind it gone because, well, we did it there and we've also done it here, so we may as well. Got exhaust fan and exhaust fan, both of those pull air out. We've got a filter in the ceiling right there, another filter down there, another filter over there, pulling lots of air into the booth. All right, Beck. How you making out?
Final removal of dust.
That's it. This is the final removal of dust.
We're gonna have to do it so many more times.
Lots and lots and lots of little speckles, but we're getting there. Anyway, I'm going to jump on the ladder and try to dust off the tops of the doors and the tops of the sides. And then we are really, really, really close to paint. Primer. Not paint, primer. Good job, Beck. All right. Let's keep cleaning. Well, I've never mixed paint before like this.
Yeah, I'm usually the painter. Except I use a brush. You get to use a fancy gun.
You want to do it?
No. It's like making very poisonous pour over.
Very. Don't drink it.
I think I'm gonna start at the bottom.
Okay.
It's wild, that like almost matches.
I know. It makes me think the van was just primed. Primer gray.
Holy smokes, man.
Your head looks smooth.
I'm so hot. But we sprayed an entire quart of primer, epoxy primer. So we ran out actually. We got everything we wanted done, for the most part done. We still have some rust at the top of the van, meaning like above the windows, but we ran out of primer, so we're gonna get more maybe tomorrow. But we've got a lot of headway done on the van, and we got to spray primer today, which is a great feeling because this is like, I don't know, an hour and a half of priming the vehicle today to like, I don't know, 50 hours of sanding probably.
Alright, time to clean.
Yeah.
So, step number 1.
We are post-priming day. We primed yesterday, and it's been about 24 hours since we started priming. We finished at about 6 o'clock last night, maybe like 6:30, but we started around maybe 3:30 or 4. So it's been about 24 hours since we started, and everything is dry to the touch. You can actually see the spots a lot better now that they're dry because the priming color was so close to like the original van color. We were like, we're not gonna be able to tell like where we did. But you can definitely tell, which is good, for things like Bondo work or wherever we have to put seam sealer. We'll know that we've primed an area because it's a different color. But today we are back to do a couple areas. We're going to put some seam sealer down in a couple spots, and then Raptor liner in a couple spots. Those spots being the back bumper and the rear wheel wells, because you won't see those areas, and it'll be a good practice run for how everything works. And we're still within this time window of putting on seam sealer, recoating with primer but using it as a sealer, and then putting Raptor liner on top of that, which is nice. We don't have to sand in between. But yeah, I'll show you the van, some of the spots we did, and it's looking really good. So this is the back bumper. It's pretty much all primed because there was a lot of rusty spots here. Seam sealer will go on, and then in less than 30 minutes we can do the primer as a sealer, and then 30 minutes after that we can do the Raptor liner. It feels like it's finally moving along. The process before this to get to this point was long and tedious, but it's worth it
I can't wait.
because the van looks good, and it was all the sanding was worth it.
It looks pretty good so far. Yesterday went about as smooth as I could have ever asked for. All the paint went down really well. The only thing we kind of ran into yesterday is we actually ran out of epoxy primer, but we were able to get some more for today. I'm excited to see what the Raptor liner goes on like, because that's going to be what we're going to paint the whole van in, and whatever texture we get for the wheel wells and the front fenders today, probably a pretty good idea of what the van's gonna look like when we're done, and I'm excited to see it. So
You look so excited.
I'm excited to see
You
it.
look so drained.
We've worked on this for some
Now, you're a little tired.
But it's gonna work out really well. We've had some long days and long nights in here, and I'm excited to see kind of the fruits of our labor here today. So hopefully in probably about 3.5 hours time, we will know what the final results will look like. Let's get started. We're gonna get in there and put some seam sealer on, make some new tape lines, and see how it goes. So this is kind of just us testing the seam sealer. I mean, this area needs some, but
So, are you gonna, okay, yeah, you are gonna smooth it out. Because, I mean, when you see it factory, it's kind of like, yeah, it just got like smeared. I mean, you're not gonna see this area.
no, you're not. So I think that's it. That's how we're gonna apply it at least. Whether that's how you're supposed to do it. I don't even think I want to touch it. Proceeds to the back out.
Oh, the more you touch it, it always gets ruined. It's like coping. Shouldn't have touched it.
I'm trying.
Did it feel thinner? This is it. We're doing Raptor in about half an hour.
Not yet, but half an hour.
Maybe in an hour.
This is epoxy sealer.
Okie dokie. Paint gun, check. Let's go seal this place up. All right, so we're gonna go with 200 grams to start.
So you're gonna put 200 grams and then add each of these?
200 gram total.
Oh, I see, 155, 44.5, and 30. That's more than 200.
It's 200 grams is like the
Plus 30.
Raptor and the hardener.
And then a 15%.
Yeah.
So there's no filter this time, no strainer,
Right.
Oh,
because it'll strain the whole thing. It's just like goo.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try mixing this.
now what you put in that thing?
45 grams.
All right, that's stirred.
All right, I'm gonna take this stir stick.
Oh god, I'm sweating.
All right, this is the first of the Raptor.
How do you get it all out of there, eh?
This is it.
Okay, you don't like straight cut.
I don't think you're gonna clean that up.
Alright, buddy.
I wish you well.
This is it. The drilled out Harbor Freight gun with Raptor liner.
It'll be fine.
coming out of the gun.
It looks great, Boo.
It looks okay.
Going on good?
It's going on pretty decent, yeah.
Not much left. Jeez. I guess there's more paint coming out because the tip's bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
Relatively even.
Gotta peel the tape while it's potentially wet, although this isn't like super important.
Pretty important to get this stuff here.
Well, not like an important perfect line.
Oh.
Cool. That's great.
Alright, let's do the front. Nice.
Wow, looks so good.
You gotta push that from the inside out.
Yeah.
That looks nice. Okay, now that tape liner on the top rim.
I don't think this was me.
I did it all.
Okay. Wow. Woohoo. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So tape line wise, we know that it looks good with just a straight piece of tape.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a little bit, but we won't really have like
Not too much.
really visible tape lines.
Okay.
Is it still like flickering?
A little bit, yeah.
I'll have to figure that out. It looks so good.
It looks great.
Wow. It looks so good.